Hello, everybody. This is Max, and welcome to another episode of Max Bytes. This is my mini podcast that I do, and I do this for people to primarily uplift them and to just bring about some moral clarity, if nothing else, to what's going on in the insane world around us. I hope everybody is doing good today. It's Monday, and I hope everyone is having a blessed week so far. So I'm going to stick to three parts. That seems to work best. And I will start off with a personal update. I know people have been wondering or were wondering where I was. I was missing for the month of July. And of course, I was going through I have mentioned this several times, but I was going through a mini crisis, or actually a crisis. And thank God the Lord's pretty much got me through it. But I want to thank everyone again for all the outpouring of love and affection. It has been wonderful, and the support and the enthusiasm. Even for my mini podcasts, I've had to start posting these regularly on YouTube because it seems like everyone's been enjoying them. And if you are enjoying them, please do thumbs up it and leave a comment. I love reading comments. I really do. I do try to read everything that people post for me. Questions and comments, I may not be able to reply, but I do enjoy that. And of course, subscribe. Smash the subscribe button, as everybody always says on these. Everybody's so cliched. Smash that subscribe button. Well, I really do. Hit the subscribe button and subscribe. And also do another thing. You know I love this. Turn on notifications for my posts and for my videos because I really, really do appreciate that. It means a lot. Let's build up. I'm very much into small businesses and mom and pop places. So if you want to help keep me 100% independent and organic, and I try to keep I love it, the fact that my subscribers are so engaged because, I have a small channel and we're talking about half of them watch the videos within the first couple of days. And that's really, really cool. So definitely do subscribe and become an active member of the channel. Anyway, but thank God, the things are getting better, and I'm rocking and rolling. I'm rolling out Maximus Forever Premium. Email Roxy. Her email is in the description, and let her know you want to enroll. Lots of people are going to be part of Maximus Premium, and you'll be able to speak one-on-one with me. And I'll get a little bit more of that in a second, but let me jump into the second part, which is a little news update. So I don't often do this, but apparently Donald Trump's passports, 3 of them, according to President Trump, 1 of them was expired, were all taken when the FBI raid went on. Some people got upset about that and nervous about that. I even got a personal phone call about it. I just want to say this to you. It's kind of awkward. It took several days for President Trump to say anything about it or even realize they were gone. I don't know how many passports he really does have, but he seemed to at least have 3. I don't know, but just so everybody knows, it's quite normal when the FBI or federal agents or law enforcement have a warrant and they're raiding, if you would, or they're going through your personal effects. They are going to take everything with them, computers, whatnot, whatever they're there for, whatever the warrant says, and they'll take every document if they're there for documents, and that'll include your passports or your licenses. And so that's not uncommon. He'll probably get them back. Sometimes they do take them to prevent you from fleeing the country, but it is something that's kind of common practice. I thought when I first heard it, they went back to get they asked him for his passport as like he was getting on his plane or something. And that's not what actually happened. So it is kind of normal. I don't know how many of you travel abroad, but sometimes, or usually when you go into a hotel or whatever, they do ask you for your passport. Sometimes they hold it for up to 24 hours or so and you get it back. It's not uncommon for officials to take your passports in other countries and even in the United States when they're conducting an investigation. By the way, this is not, for any, I'm not saying this to give an excuse to the FBI or anything that's going on. I think the raid on Mar-a-Lago is pathetic. It is a political witch hunt, that's all I have to say. But I talked about that in as far as disqualifying President Trump in 2 previous Max Bytes from last week. Go back and listen to them and listen to all the Max Bytes. They're really short. They're to the point. I have the descriptions of what they're about in the titles, and I think you'll find them very illuminating if you haven't already. I think the more important thing on the agenda right now is the fact that we're at the eve of the primaries in Wyoming, and Liz Cheney's going to lose, so she's going to lose royally. I don't care how many Democrats are going to vote for her. There's not enough in Wyoming to make any difference. I don't care what she's doing. She's going to lose by 20 or more points, okay, at the end of the day. So it's enough. I already posted that on my channel. I'm standing behind it. That's my Telegram channel. You should subscribe to it. Again, the link is in the description below. Everybody should be a member of my Telegram channel that listens to these podcasts. And the interesting thing is a poll out of Georgia, which I also posted on the channel a little bit ago. Apparently, the Republicans are leading everywhere. Warnock is fading into the low 40s. Walker's up by about 1.5 points. And Kemp is something like 10 points ahead. So it's really an outrageous number. And also all the Republicans up and down the ballot are leading. President Trump is also leading in the Republican primary. If he has a primary opponent, he's something like 25 to 30 points ahead of DeSantis in Georgia. So anyway, I mean, it's all good news today. It's a relatively slow start to the week. It was kind of a quiet weekend, in my opinion, considering the week we had. So it's all positive, and that leads me to my third part of this, which is a continuation of what I've been saying in this. My podcasts, my Max Bytes are literally like an anthology. Like the next one is always a sequel to the previous one, at least in part, and everything looks so good to me. So I just want to share that to everybody. And if people get hung up, there's a lot of anxiety out there because of the trauma everyone went through 2 years ago, and because of the ongoing crisis of the Biden era. I mean, this has been a tough haul for people. Even though we've won almost every battle, large and small, it's been traumatic for people, and it's caused a lot of anxiety. It's caused a lot of stress unnecessarily in this country. That's why I tell people, and I try to be positive, breathe, relax, unplug, go out with your families, do something fun. Life goes on, okay? And we are going to win. We won in Virginia. Anyone who says we're not going to win big in November is smoking dope, okay, frankly? They're either not intelligent, they're incapable of understanding the election process. They don't know about the reforms that we've done in many, many, many states. And I talk all about this in toto, en masse, if you would, at my seminars. I mean, this is why I spend hours and hours and hours in open discussion and dialogue with attendees that are usually my subscribers and my fanatical fans, and they want to attend. And I encourage you to attend my seminars, especially my civic seminars, if you're worried about the politics in this country. My next one's going to be next month, September 23rd to the 21st. I can't even count right now. 23rd to the 24th. And that is actually going to be Civics Maximus, the Anti-Federalist. I highly, highly recommend that one. We're going to be talking about anti-federalism versus federalism. So if you don't like the establishment, you don't like the deep state, let's go back to the origins of it 200 plus years ago. Okay, we'll talk about that more as we get closer to it. But seriously, you want to definitely relax, because everybody has to understand this. Things are going to definitely get better. And on January 3rd, when the new Congress is sworn in, you'll say, Max was right. Max was right. So on that note, I'm going to just say to you this, and so everybody knows, if you want more details, if you want to get more out of the elections, if you want to understand what's going on, and if you want to post questions for me in a private messaging board, it's actually going to be a private chat that's closed to the general public, and have me answer those questions on a regular basis, you got to become a member of Maximus Forever Premium, MFP, or just Maximus Premium. And do that by contacting Roxy. Email her right now, Roxy Balboa, 1 at gmail.com, or you can direct message her on Telegram and Twitter at Roxy_Balboa. And let her know you want to sign up for Maximus Premium. And so many people are signing up for Maximus Premium. And not only will you have access to a private chat, not only will you have access to a private channel where I'm going to be posting a lot more than I do on my public channel, which is the standard Forever channel. I'll be going into details, not just about the elections, but about everything. I mean, everything political and sometimes here and there a little historical background knowledge, because people need that to understand more about what's happening in politics. But you'll also get discounts on my seminars. So you'll be getting those. And we're going to be rolling out a lot of other perks in the coming months as well. So members, MPs, if you would, members of Maximus Premium, we're just calling them MPs for short, going to have access to ongoing perks as we roll them out. So you definitely want to sign up for that as long as they maintain their membership. And thank you to everybody who signed up. And if you've reached out to Roxy and you want to sign up, check your emails, check your messages, because she has been reaching out to people and getting back to everyone as fast as she possibly can. And show her some love too. Send her a heart or something like that, because she's a hard worker. And all the angels and the warriors, if you want to sign up for any of my upcoming seminars, Outlaws is going to be August 25th to the 27th. You definitely want to sign up for that. So make sure you sign up for Outlaws, the illustrated life and times of the gunfighter. It's going to be a terrific 3 days where you spend it with me in the evenings, and we're going to have a live conversation as I take you on a tour de force of the Old West. And we're going to go through all the gunfighters from the famous to the obscure. We're going to be talking about many, many of them. You're going to have a lot of fun. So definitely sign up for that. And if you sign up for Maximus Premium, you get a discount on that. And I do have reduced rates for my seminars. Anyways, if you want to just show me some love and support, you can do it through my Venmo and my PayPal. Their links are below in the description. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know what you want me to discuss in another Max Bytes too. I do try to answer questions periodically, as I said before, and I hope you have a blessed and lovely day. God bless you. Thanks again for all the love and support, and I'll talk to you again soon. Ciao.